All right. Okay, Malaysia, you're back with us again. Girl Power in the studio, Zaleha and Annie. And right now we're going to talk to who else but Mushida Said to tell us more about... Yes, another girl in the studios. There's major power here, women power, to tell us more about, you know, what are customers? I mean, who are our customers?
Who are our customers?
Who are our customers?
Hello, good morning, first of all. All right, now this morning what I would like to address is I'd like to take our audience out of that mindset of what traditional customers is all about.
Right.
Because when I ask about, you know, who are your customers, when I ask my participants, whether it's the people attending my workshops, and I ask them who are our customers, standard answer will be people who pays the products and services are our customers lah. You know, whoever comes to the cashier, they pay lah. You know that.
Lucky they didn't say people who's giving me my salary.
Yes. And exactly that is what I wanted to say. So if we say, okay, your customers are the people who come and give the products and pay for the products and services, and if they happen to be employees of that shop or that office or that company, then do I say, so do you pocket the money that's given to you directly? And they say no. So why do you consider them your customers? When if you define customers as people who actually pay you, as your customers, then your number one customer or your only customer will be your employer, right? Your company, the company that you're working for. So I always want to take them out of that mindset that customers are not just people who actually pay for the products and services, whether it's directly to you or to your company. And you take your mindset out from the usual, people who actually come to the shop or the office are the customers. Now, what I'd like to, why I wanted to bring this topic up also is because sometimes I see people, you know, behind the counter, they are so nice, the people coming in with the standard trained, hello, how are you, good morning, nice to see you, how can I help you today? And behind, they are shouting at their teammates, and if it's a husband and wife, then I've seen the husband and the wife shouting to each other behind the counter, you know, but in front, yes, hello, how are you, you know? So there is misalignment in terms of your life.
So the plastic.
Yes, it's so plastic.
I mean, we'll be lucky if they smile at us.
Actually, you know, that's true. There's half the places that I go to, you don't get a smile out of them.
Right.
You don't even get a smile at the toll booths. I think a lot of you would agree that when you go early in the morning, especially the earliest that we come out at work, and you pass the toll booths, they don't give you a smile, they just stare at you. They stare at you like as if you don't have anything to do there.
When you give them a large note.
Yeah, they really stare at you. They hate you, you know? So how do you get a smile out of someone?
So first thing, we have to step out of that mindset of that customers who are people who come in and bring in the money. If we see whatever products and services as a form of energy, because for the last couple of weeks and months, I've been talking about vibes, I've been talking about energies, right? Exchange of energy. Products and services, including money, is actually a form of energy. You know, when you pass something over to me, I give you a smile, it's also an energy. There is a transaction. So it's like any form of energy that we pass to each other is our customer.
That's right.
Like Annie, Zaleha, you are my customers as I am your customer. My husband is my customer, my child is my customer, my employer is my customer. So when you see everybody in the world, yes, as a customer, there won't be misalignment between how you treat a customer, you know, your number one customer and your loved one, because we are always, you know, transferring energies to one another. We affect one another.
That's right.
You know, like 10 seconds ago, I may be a different person, but talking to you with whatever you have said just now about the toll booth incident, you know, I become a different person because I learned and I process the information and it goes into my cells. So, you know, we are exchanging energies with people every day of our life. So as long as we take that mindset of, oh, as long this person who gives me money is my customer, I treat them different from other people,
right?
You know, then there will not be misalignment, because right now a lot of people's mindset is as such, you know. So we have to take that mindset out of just, you know, the paying customer.
That's right.
And also the other thing I'd like to address is sometimes people treat, you know, customers differently based on the perceived value that customer brings. I give you $1 million, I'm going to treat you like so special, right? And this person is a $10 customer, or I treat them, you know, much less. So giving them less, they are worth less love and respect.
Throw in,
you know?
some titles, and you know,
exactly. So if we take that mindset away from just putting values on people, right, and we treat everybody with love and respect, treat them as if they are your number one customer, because everyone on this earth brings something of value to this earth, and we must treat them with respect. You know, and the reason why a lot of people do not give love and respect is because they don't love and respect themselves enough. So they block. You know, because if you look at ourselves as children, when we were born, we were full of love.
Yeah.
We were loving human spirits. And it's like when you grow up, I don't know what happened along the way, you
Reality set in.
Yes, the anger, the
Yeah.
non-forgiveness, you know,
Reality
things that
just
happen
struck
that
in.
you do not forgive from the past, those
That's
anger issues. You keep them, and in order to protect your loving spirit, you put your ego in front, and that is when you block things and you put people down and all that. You know,
Mushida, going back to servicing customers, let's look at it from the point of view of people who have liaisons, who are constantly dealing with customers. And you're talking about anybody from the behind the counter to insurance agents to postmen to the toll booth person. I so have an issue with the toll booth person. All right, so now, when we talk about these kind of people, if in your opinion itself, how do you now go to them and you yourself try to get a change out of them? Assuming it's me and I'm at my toll booth, at my favorite toll booth, and I see this person and I'm smiling.
Yeah.
I'm constantly smiling like the way I smile right
Thank
now.
you.
I'm smiling. I say a hi, good morning, and I say a thank you, and I get a stare in return.
Yeah.
So what do I do to change
all
that?
right. Any wonderful that you started with a smile, because one thing I always believe in, change starts from yourself. You know, you cannot, if you're not happy with your circumstance, you change yourself, you change your mind. You don't change other people, you can't change other people, you know, because only God can change other people. But we can influence. The bigger the influence is, the stronger the influence is, people will change willingly amongst them, within themselves. You know, so that's why I really advocate a lot of, for us, ourselves, start within ourselves. You know, we change ourselves first, and the people around us will change. You start smiling. You know, sometimes what we get is a person who had some issues at home, you know, with the husband or the child or something like that, and they bring it to the toll booth, right? And then they just take it out on you because you happen to be there, and
I'm a total stranger.
Yes, you're
no
a total
harm taking
stranger.
it out on me. That's
Exactly.
right.
So when you smile and you say thank you, and then somehow
Something
change
transfers.
will be inside of them, and I can assure you there will be a change. You know, maybe a little bit, but there will be. But
Get a smirk.
but the most important is ourselves. You know, when we want to transfer good energy to other people, it has to be sincere. It has to be sincere.
That's right.
Yeah, because isn't it a shame? Because you know, when you go, I mean, I wouldn't want to be glorifying, the other countries, but you know, if you go to the States, you'll be like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Have you have a good day now? But you know, here everything is. I mean, most of them are kind of like rehearsed.
Yeah.
Is it an ingrained thing? I mean, is it because it's not ingrained in our culture? Then again, we're known to be the culture that's constantly, very
the
polite, very
courteous,
giving,
the
very caring.
smiling.
Yeah, the courteous.
Yes, we are giving. We are very very good when it comes to servicing guests, right? But we are also a culture of people with values where you are not supposed to outshine other people. You know, you're not supposed to showcase your true self sometimes. You know, so that's why people have this block in front of them when it comes to dealing with people. Right. So that's why I always advocate about internal change and to program each and every one of us to love and respect ourselves. Because why people are not loving and respecting other people is because there is internal issues within, right? And people who are, sometimes we say, why does this person always say hurtful things? You know, it's because that person is so hurt themselves, and that's why they say hurtful things. So when you take on that hurt and you transfer it back with energy, it will not make any difference. It will make the situation worse.
Right. Unhappy people.
Yes. So when a person does that, what I do is I ask God to bless them, and I hope that, you know, I pray that that person will be able to find forgiveness within himself, because an angry person with himself will transfer the energy to anger to
the
other
other
people.
person.
Yeah, and I'd like to share this wonderful experience I had with one participant when we were doing a customer service workshop. She said, because we talk about energies, we had demonstrations about how energy actually transfers from yourself to other people, how that affects other people. And she said, oh, I see, now I know why my boss insists that early in the morning for the company, they must prepare hot tea and a hot towel. Whoever steps into the door of the office will get a hot tea and a hot towel. And that is the kind of customer service they give to everybody, not just that $10 million customer, but also the postman, the dispatch boy, somebody who accidentally chose wrong unit. they step into the office, come in.
Which company is this? Can I go there?
No, I
get a hot tea and a hot towel. And that you only get in one of the airlines.
It's actually a European company.
Are you serious?
Yes, it's a European company,
see,
and they instill that culture in the office in Asia. So they insist on that.
Hot tea and a hot towel.
Yes.
That is so sweet.
Isn't that wonderful? And imagine that the energy that people come in, you know, they're from outside the traffic jam and everything, and they come in and they get this, the good energy, the good vibes that come out of your guests. It transfers into the office. And you know what? Although the company is small, it is a growing business.
Fantastic.
And everybody in there are no politics, everybody's happy, and they've been there like 10, 15 years because they love the company.
So again, which company is this? You got to share this on air with me so I get the details. I don't know about you, but I'm getting the details of this company.
Yes, it is wonderful.
Is wonderful.
And this is one of the reasons why, you know, in a lot of our cultures, and especially in our in Islam, in religion, and also in a lot of other religions, you must take care of your guests. Whoever come to your house, they bring in some energy and they bring in a prayer, good prayer for you. So when you treat them well, right, it is wonderful.
It sort of transcends, isn't it? The energy sort of transcends, it changes the mindset.
Right, and most of the time people are like, oh, who are you? Why you come so late? You bring the courier so late, you know, but then there's another, hello, how are you? Sorry, I'm talking to this customer. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's like, it is like, why do we judge people based on whatever we determine their value is when they come to our office or our house?
Yeah, but in terms of awareness, I mean, you know, how would you say the companies how do they fare right now in terms of training their customers to, you know, to actually be nicer to people?
Okay, a lot of companies want these customer service workshops, right? And it becomes robotic because people learn from the techniques, the how-tos. How do you say what to your customer when the customer comes in? Oh, hello, how are you? Good morning. You know, how can I help you?
Sounds like an McD.
Yes.
Hi, good morning. Would you like to have today?
Would you like fries with that? Yeah, it becomes a standard thing and it doesn't go into the heart and the spirit of the individual.
It's just recorded.
Yes. Exactly. So that's why I'm a big advocate of working in the 4 aspects of the human being, which is our body, mind, heart, and spirit. Because if we cannot tap into the person's spirit as to why they are being nice to people, they don't understand why it is so important for us to give love and respect and to clear all issues within ourselves in order to give customers good customer service, it will be robotic. And the boss will come back and say, hey, why my employee still like that? Well, you know, there's no change. Why? Because it doesn't go deep into them. It becomes up to the mind level only. So they they memorize. They memorize.
It becomes a rigid sentence.
Yes.
Person walks through the door, you look at this and say, okay, I got to say this. Hi, hello, good morning, how are you? Can I help you?
They even have a template answer if they get reprimanded.
They do.
Yes.
They have a template answer.
And that's how the customers can feel. Imagine if you know that, you realize that you as the customer, you're going into a shop and you can feel a person is not sincere, right? So that's very common right now in a lot of organizations.
Well, as a trainer yourself, Mushida, do you see a lot of these days, you know, in lately, do you see a lot of companies coming forward requesting for customer service training for their staff? And if so, do you see a change in that? I mean, do you do a follow-up and do you see a change in the staff?
When we go into something more beyond just body and mind, because sometimes companies say, oh, I want the techniques, I want them to look good, I want you to dress them properly, you know, that sort of thing. I can help you do that, but you still need to go internal because otherwise they'll still go back. Maybe first day they'll fix their tie. After that they say, oh, what's the point? Still like, you know, they don't see the point. They don't see the purpose of whatever they're learning into their lives. It does not relate to them. So that's why it is important. And a lot of companies do not realize that the spirit is actually a very important thing that we should address in organizations. Yeah, because when people hear, it's a standard thing. When people hear about spirituality, oh, what is this spirituality? You know, hocus pocus or whatever. But all of us are human spirits, you know. So we need to focus within in order to manifest without.
That's right.
Of course, you know, it all boils down to, you know, loving what you do.
That's true. Loving what you do and also giving a hot towel. I think that so works, you know. I should give the toll booth person a hot towel.
We have the hot tea. We're working on the hot towel now.
We're working on the tea. We'll get you the towel in a bit. All right, Mushida, thank you so much. As always, it's always a delight to have you here.
Thank you. I love being here. Girl power.
Yes. Okay, for you out there, don't go away because we've got Nangkong.
Yeah, but before that, we have something to be shared with you guys on Hot Happenings. For Wellness, Terence has a story.
Here we go. Take it away.